I can't tell you how many times I've seen this walking into companies, and we see it all the time, right? Teams running around and CEOs running around saying, we're just really, really, really busy. But you look at them, they're barely growing. They're not getting their rocks done, their to-dos done. They're misexecuting, even if you don't use EOS. Typically, it's because they're task overloaded. Many years ago, I worked for Oracle. We brought in a company called Afterburner, and it was a really great experience. But they're basically these fighter pilots that taught us how to go into things, and then afterwards, what the debrief process was for not only fighter pilots, but Navy SEALs as well, and how you gain lessons learned and actually, improve for your next mission per se. Now, fortunately in business, we're hardly ever killed like they are, but it taught me a lot. And I'll never forget a video that they showed, and the whole concept was task overload, right? But this video, they showed a plane in the 1970s, and they're coming into land, and the landing gear was off, and suddenly had 4 people in the cockpit staring at a little light that was blinking, and they're trying to do the manual thing to get the landing gear up and trying to do all these things. Well, in the meantime, they took their eye off the altitude and the horizon, and without knowing it, they just plummeted and crashed into the earth, and they killed hundreds of people. Right? So you've got to realize that even though your team isn't going to die, if we're focused on the wrong things and we're task overload, you got to ask yourself, what is important? So if you hear things across your team like, I am so busy, I don't have time to do this, you need to dig in and you need to make sure that they're focusing on the right things. It is okay to not get everything done as long as you are getting the right things done.